Hi everyone, so this is my mum tag video. I was tagged by the lovely Yasmin who tagged me on YouTube to film this video, so thank you Yasmin. I recently started following Yasmin a few weeks ago and she has great videos shopping around all the shops like Primark and everything. Excuse me if you can hear the cat shadows in the room with me. And yeah, she does lots of great videos. And she's a Filipino mum with 3 lovely boys living in the UK. Please don't tip up my phone. So I'm recording with my phone. So yes, I've been asked to do a mum tag video, which I've never done before. Those of you that haven't followed my channel, or if you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Diane. I'm a mum of 7 and a nana of 10. So all my children are grown up. My youngest is Natalia, who is 17. So, as I said, yeah, I've not been asked to do a mum tag ever before. So it should be quite interesting for you all to watch my kind of mum tag from when my kids were little. I've also got to do a Q&A video because I asked some of you to ask me any questions, random questions. So I've got to film that one. So I'll probably do that one straight after this as well. So I have a long list of questions for the mum tag. So, but thank you again, Yasmin. So I'm going to get on with this. Number 1, best mum hack. Well, my hack, I think really when the kids were little, was to like mix foods. You know, like I still do it with my grandchildren now. Like if they don't like something, then I'll blend it in with something else. Like I used to blend like onions and vegetables in with mashed potato when the kids were little. If they weren't taking medicine, it would get put in with juice. It's basically stuff that you probably all know anyway. But that's the kind of thing that I do, and I still do it now, even with the older ones sometimes. If they don't like something, or if they say, oh, I don't like that herb, that's stinking or whatever, then it still gets put in. You still eat it. Number 2, most embarrassing moment. Well, if you've watched my channel for a while, if you've been a subscriber for a while, you know I don't really get embarrassed that easy because I kind of put it all on YouTube anyway. As a child, I'd have to say, well, you've got to be about my age to kind of understand this one. Back in the day, there used to be a programme out called Grange Hill, and I met a few of the stars, but this is about one of the stars, Ricky Simmons. I can't remember what character he played, and I met him at like an evening or something, and you got a chance to go up on the stage face to face, you know, a few feet away from them, and ask them questions. So I got dared, I can't remember who it was me, I got dared to ask him a question. So I ended up asking him where he bought his underwear from. Now bearing in mind I was only about 12 at the time, or 13. Really you've got to be in like your early 50s, late 40s to kind of get what programme it's from, because it's from, as I said, Grange Hill. And yeah, I asked him where he got his underwear from. And back in the day, I thought it was hilarious. It didn't bother me. Now that I'm older, it's kind of cringe. But that's it. As I said, a friend of mine from school back in the day, Suzanne, watches all my videos, and I'm sure she'll comment below that no, this pretty much doesn't embarrass me. Back in the day, if I got dared to do something, I was a pretty wild card. I'd go and do it. And still now, yeah, pretty much not much embarrasses me because I want to say shit happens. Oh, hold on guys. Sorry, just had to pause the video because my son Grant's come in. I just told him I wasn't talking to myself, I'm making a YouTube video. And his reply was, it wouldn't surprise me if you were talking to yourself. So I just said, yeah, I've not got to that stage yet, but when I do, just shoot me. Question 3 was, what part of the day do I love? Nighttime. I like the cold, I like the dark. I don't do well in heat. I do like sunshine, but not like, it gives me a headache. I think that's more to do with the fibro that I suffer from. But I like evenings, even when the kids were little. I liked the evenings, not necessarily because the kids go to bed, because you know that's always a bonus when you've got 7. But yeah, I like evenings just to quieten down. And that was when most of my routine kicked in. I'd done a lot of my housework and things like that at night, so that you wake up with a nice clean house. that? The first thing someone said to me when I was pregnant, most of the time people would say to me, oh my God, again. But maybe talking with my first child, because I had her when I was 16. So the first person I obviously knew was her dad. So he was basically like, oh my God, crapping himself, but quite excited. But yeah, that's about it. Just obviously like friends and family, like just couldn't believe it, because they always thought I was this sweet little angel. Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't a bad girl. I wasn't like, you know, the girls like now, but just like for back in the day. I keep saying back in the day like I'm ancient, but you know, I feel ancient. But back then, obviously having a baby at 16 was no. Nowadays it's like, seems to be the done thing, doesn't it? Question 5, do I co-sleep? Did I co-sleep when the kids were little? Having 7, no, because my bed wasn't big enough. But obviously when there was nights I needed to sleep, if one was poorly, teething or whatever, then yes, I brought them in the bed with me. Not every night, because that's a no-no. Because then you'll never get them out of your bed. The one that co-slept with us a lot would be my son Jonathan. Yeah, he slept in the bed with us a lot because he was a little pain in the bum. So to get an actual decent sleep, yeah, he slept in the bed quite a lot. So yeah, so as a rule, no, don't co-sleep, because you're just making a rod off your own back. But obviously don't not co-sleep, you know, because it's nice to cuddle when they're poorly and that. Just try not to make too much of a habit of it. But if you need a good couple of nights sleep, then yes, of course, go sleep. Don't see any problem with it at all. Question 6, what is one thing I bought and I never use? I don't know if that means for baby items or now, so I'll just answer it both. Baby items, I remember buying a steam steriliser. Hate them, absolutely hate them. I don't like the way they make the teats go a funny colour, and they're just nasty, so I've always used a cold water steriliser. And now the thing that I've bought and I'm not really using is a toasty, you know, like a grilled sandwich maker, because they're a pain in the backside to clean. So that got used a lot in the first week. Doesn't get used now. And I need to take my glasses off because I'm up close. And also the barbecue, obviously, because where we are, we have a very small garden, and yeah, you can't really use it because your neighbours complain. So, oh, there's a door. That's probably a parcel. 2 seconds, guys. I'll get the door. Sorry again, guys. Told you this house is crazy. There's not 5 minutes peace. So that was the door. That was when my son's getting a parcel. Question 7. What is a baby must have when leaving the hospital? Well, you have to have a car seat, because in the UK, I don't know if anybody's watching abroad, but in the UK you have to have a car seat to bring your baby home, otherwise you won't get let home. I think when leaving as well, you should definitely take a lot of photos, because they're memories you're never getting back. So take photos. That's something I never really did. I'm not too sure why. I think it was just because money was tight. We didn't have phones like we do now. You could just snap a load of photos. We had to buy disposables, and really spending money on disposable, and then like £8 or something to get them developed. We just didn't have the money, so we never got photos like that. We got our first phone after I had my son Harry, and he's 19 now, so we got our first phone, which didn't take photos in it either, 19 years ago. So before that, though, there was no such thing as kind of getting photos. But now with your phones, no, just definitely. Sorry if you can hear that noise. I've currently got you sitting on a cheap little star pot and on my cat's cat scratcher. And she's just coming along going, well, I'm going to scratch whether you're filming or not. And your Babs. Hey. She's like, what on earth are you doing? So yeah, and also an essential for coming home from the hospital is the baby. You know, you kind of need to bring the baby home too. Can't forget that. I'm sure there's mums that have got to leave the hospital. Gone, crap, baby. Oh dear. Question 8. Are you a routine mum or a go with the flow mum? When they were little, definitely routine. Definitely routine. But that's not to say, like, if some evenings, 7 o'clock, we were kind of bored or like a little bit down the dumps, I'd go, right, so let's go out in the garden and get mucky, or go down the park, or but yeah, when you've got a lot of kids, routine. Even when you've not got a lot of kids, I would still say routine. So I'm definitely a routine mum. I had my routine. They knew when dinner time was, bath, bed, because obviously with 7 you need to have time to yourself as well. And at night time was when I used to do my housework, so that was my routine. So definitely I was more a routine mum. So I can hear, I've got 2 older boys that are in at the moment. They're not at college or anything today, and I can hear them walking about. I know they're listening to what I'm saying. Number 9, what does bedtime look like? Back in the day, when the kids were little, it would always be bath, snacks, and then obviously bed, and then that's when I would do my housework. It's saying that it's pretty much the same now, because with Natalia, we all wind down and that. I make sure she gets a bath, and then they all come down and have snacks, and then we all go to bed. And even though I do my routine in the evening and clean the kitchen and everything, because when they all come down, because I've got 3 older boys living here, they're all grown men, by the way, they come down and have snacks. Tala has snacks, I always go in and have a snack, and in my kitchen looks like a bomb to hit it again. So my routine's actually pretty much the same: bath, snacks, bed, housework. But if it's like late at night and they've made a mess, then it just gets left, because, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Question 10. What pain relief did I use during birth? None. Apart from with Natalia, she was born by C-section at 28 weeks, because I developed not just pre-eclampsia, I developed eclampsia. I was seriously ill when I had her. So I had a cesarean, and then I had the painkillers that you have afterwards, and like diclofenac and that for a couple of days afterwards. But with the others, I had no pain relief whatsoever. None. I've got a really bad like tablet phobia, even though there's not much I can do about it now, because I'm on blood pressure medication and all sorts. Joys of getting old. Yeah, so I have to take tablets to basically save my life now. But yeah, I didn't want anything, and I was in that mindset, it's not a pain that's going to kill me. This pain will go away, and focus on your breathing and all that kind of thing. So I'm really enjoying doing this mum tag, so thank you, Yasmin. I mean, I could go on lots more about kind of mum stuff, what I did back then. Yeah, I had no pain relief at all. Question 11 is, what is the biggest challenge you face as being a mum? For years now, because I've had fibromyalgia for years, and the costochondritis recently, past few years, is my health is the main challenge, and feeling guilty for it, because obviously, because I have dizziness and things like that as well, it's getting out and about and being able to do things that other mums can do, like basic shopping, taking the kids to the park. And with Natalia growing up, obviously she's got epilepsy as well, so it's hard, the guilt thing. I don't want to go too into it, because I'll end up bawling my eyes out, and I don't want to do that on here. But the guilt thing is bad, and all mums have guilt. You have, you know, when your kids are sick, you feel guilty, like, well, or if your kid's got like a long-term illness like mine, it's like, it's my fault. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I wish I could take it away. You just feel guilty for every little thing, and yeah, health and guilt, and especially if you have, I mean, I had postnatal depression with quite a few of the kids, so that was hard as well. And again, you feel guilty, like you're doing everything wrong, and God, I remember being depressed after I had, I think it was actually after I had Sadie, and I got out, it was like day 2 or something, I come out of bed and I put my slippers on the wrong feet, and I cried for hours, because I felt bad, because I was so upset because I put my slippers on the wrong feet. But yeah, my health and guilt that you're not quite doing it right, but then you've got to kind of realise, no child, no parent, you don't have a rule book, there's no instructions, everybody's been brought up different, your parenting's different. So yeah, that was my, oh hang on guys, door again, sorry about that. Like I said, house is a madhouse. There's always something going on. This is what I'm saying, like, because I'm living at the family house just now, because we're currently looking at another house to get. So this is the main family house where all the children are. This is, yeah. So it's just mad. So trying to get 5 minutes to myself to do anything. That's why I've not filmed a lot of videos, but I'm trying my best now. Question 12 is, what's the best advice given to you, and what is my advice? Advice was given to me, it was, that's it, once you've had a child, your child is first, no matter what. Whether you need a pair of shoes or or even underwear. Oh, hang on. My son's in again. I told you it's a madhouse. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was just saying I don't get 5 minutes to myself. So my son brought in the mail. So yeah, your child comes first. Yeah, children come first no matter what you need or whatever. Yeah, children come first. If you need to put food on the table, even if you've got a bill to pay, you need to put food on the table, then that food comes first. Other advice. I don't know. It's just you're doing what you're doing is best. You know, you got this kind of thing. Like I said, there's no child, no parent. We don't come with instructions. It's just a case of, to me, if you've as long as you know in your heart you're trying your best. If you don't think you're trying your best, then guess what? Then try your best. And to me, as long as you've brought your child up and by the age of 12 they're not out on the street drinking, smoking, getting up to no good, then you've done a pretty good job. And as much as, like, a couple of mine have kind of gone off the rails a little bit, not bad, like with drugs and prison and things like that, when they've left home, just with other bits and pieces. When they lived at home, I brought them up and they don't smoke and they don't drink. And even now, none of my children smoke. One of my daughters probably does now. And yeah, none of them take drugs. None. I never have. And I can honestly say, hand on heart, they only go out and have a drink if they were going to like a friend's birthday or something, because they're grown up now, you know what I mean? But even as teenagers, they weren't going out and being, you know, like teenagers now want to go out and party and take God knows what and all that. Mine were never like that. So to me, and this is not me being big-headed or anything like that, because there's probably other stuff that I could have done and made their lives a bit better, but I didn't have lots of money and things like that. You can only do what you think is best. So to me, I brought them up and I was quite happy when they got to the age of like 12, 16, or say 16, by the time they were like legal age to leave home, they weren't smoking or drinking, hanging about in the streets. Then to me, I done a good job, and that's my personal opinion. You might have teenagers and they smoke and drink or whatever, and you think that's fine, and that's perfectly fine if that's for you. Do you know what I mean? But for me, I was brought up not drinking and smoking, and now I don't drink and smoke. I have a little glass at Christmas, or if I'm going out to a family event, then I'll have a glass, but that's it. And I don't smoke. So, and that's kind of the rules that I brought the kids up with, that I wouldn't be happy with them drinking or smoking. Not strict in a really nasty way, do you know what I mean? Like, but you can only do what's best, do you know what I mean, and go by. So I brought my kids up with a lot of rules I was brought up with. Not that I followed them, mind you. I'm an only child, so I was a little bit of a holy terror. But I think I turned out all right, really. All right, really. My mum's watching, she might comment, but I tell you, I was a bit highly strung, but I turned out all right. Sorry this video is so long, it's 19 minutes already, but I'm on the last question. An advice I'd give to other parents is, again, just relax. Your children aren't little for long. Trust me, they're not little for long. Life is far too short. Take lots of photos, and I don't mean just keep them on your phone. Print them out, put them in albums. Have something to leave behind when, you know what I mean, when the day comes, and God forbid it's not for many, 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 many years, that you can pass on, that kind of thing. So take lots of photos. Chill, just relax, have a little bit of fun. Yes, definitely stick to routine, definitely, because then you both know where you stand, rules and routine. But just every once in a while, just let loose. and yeah, just have some fun, do you know what I mean? But not with drugs and drink and smoking. And number 13 is, who is your mum crush? And this is obviously not in like a, ooh, I fancy her, that kind of thing, but more other mums that you admire, that you watch on YouTube. So mine would be Phoebe and me. She has a little daughter called Phoebe, and she's kind of really into now buying like secondhand stuff for her daughter, stuff that she grew up with, that she finds in shops and all that. And I love that. And she's down to earth as well. She swears a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like kind of like me if I say, oh shit, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, she's just very down to earth. She's expecting another little baby girl. And I watch a lot, she's into books and all that. She's very much like me, outspoken. If you don't like my channel, please don't watch, that kind of thing. So yeah, so Phoebe and me, as I said, she's got a little girl called Phoebe. Had another little baby girl, and yeah, I'm currently really enjoying watching all her charity shop buys and stuff like that, because it's the sort of thing that I do as well. And this isn't a mum crush tag thing, but when she does go to have kids, she's going to be absolutely bloody amazing and awesome, because she's into buying secondhand stuff, getting proper bargains, recycling, upcycling. And that person is Stacey from Jamie and Stacey, who have Banawan vlogs. And they might watch this, they might, probably not, because this is like a mum tag video. But I'm going to tag her in it anyway. So as I said, she's only young. I don't think they're going to plan having kids for a few years yet. But when she becomes a mum, she's going to be awesome. Absolutely awesome. And yeah, you'd have to go and watch their channel to kind of understand what I mean. They're all into like buying stuff from like charity shops and all that, and yet they have like, they've just bought a house, they go on brilliant holidays, they've got cars, do you know what I mean? So, but they do like reselling on eBay as well, and as I said, buying charity stuff, secondhand stuff. Stacey's brilliant for upcycling and mend and make doing and all that, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So, well, she has kids. She's just gonna be brilliant. So that's my other little, not mum crush in like, ooh, I fancy her, but somebody that I admire as and when they're going to be a mum. So yeah, so that is my mum tag video. I've also got the Q&A to do, which I might do just now while I've kind of got 10 minutes free, because some of you have asked me some questions, so I think I might do that just now. And also I'm now going to tag some mums to do this video. So I'm going to tag all 3 of my eldest daughters who have got children. I'll leave the links to their channel below, so I'll upload this and I'll need to go on my laptop and put their channels in. Just one of my daughters Sadie keeps changing the name of her channel, and it's been the bomb because I can't ever remember it. So yeah, I'm going to tag my 3 daughters that have children to do this video, and I'm also going to tag the lovely Leslie Ann Sparkle. Now she doesn't have young ones like me, she's got older ones like me and grandchildren. But I thought it'd be interesting for you to also listen and hear how maybe she brought her children up and answer these tags for like kind of then and now, and how it's different as well. So Leslie Ann, if you're watching, your mum tagged. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching me for almost 25 minutes. And I'm gonna go, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ciao for now. Mwah.